Hello, Object Show friendos. Hope you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves, feeling awesome, or as awesome as you can feel. And if you're not feeling too awesome, then I certainly hope you feel better really soon. It's good to be here and seeing you all again. Feels weird, I haven't been gone that long. It's the first time I've missed a weekend episode for quite a while, so it felt odd not having anything over the weekend. But anyway, Mikey is here and back with another episode of Object Show Roundup, and we do have quite a lot of stuff to go over, which is kind of why I waited, because here's the thing. I did mention this in a post. I don't want to do episodes for the sake of doing them. I don't want to do an episode every Saturday just because that's what we do. If there's legit not really that much to talk about, I think we can hold off now and again and just roll an episode over. But there is going to be two this week, though, for sure. We're going to have this one, and there is going to be one this weekend, because I have, quote-unquote, plans. So I know what I'm going to be talking about today and on the weekend, if things go as I hope they go. And when I say that, I mean outside of this little camera bubble you see. As long as everything stays on track, I should be good to do 2 episodes. We are going to get kicking, though. Like I did say, we were going to start doing this if any sausage roll fan art happened to appear, and some has actually appeared since the last time I talked to you all. Thank you very much, CF Bagel, for doing this sausage roll art for me. I also do really appreciate the I do really appreciate the comment here as well. You all can say all you want about British food being made, but sausage rolls are pretty good. We've got more than sausage rolls, believe me. Jam roly-poly, treacle pudding, Sunday roast. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. But I do appreciate the sentiment, and I do appreciate the art. Thank you very much. I love this style. I say this all the time. It's like there's so many things where I just repeat the same words, but I always mean them. Just because I say the same things about things doesn't mean I don't mean the things I say about the things I say about. That totally made sense. I don't need to repeat myself. You know what I mean. This art's awesome. Thank you so much. I will showcase any sausage roll art I get, I promise, because I just always love it. It always brings a smile to my face, and I always really appreciate it. All right, a little while ago, we did talk about the OSC'rs awards that are being held, put together by Jane Adays. We do have an update there. The second wave of nominations are now open. So the first wave that I talked about last time was just to kind of, people could put down whoever they wanted to nominate for any specific category. You just put the name in the box and you submitted it. So they've all been collated, and I'm assuming how it worked is there was maybe a cutoff, or whoever got the top 6 most recommendations, votes, was included in the final nominations. The only exceptions were Battle for Dream Island stuff and Inanimate Insanity stuff, because they had their own categories anyway. I guess it maybe would have been too obvious that they would have topped out all of the other ones, so the other ones got their own separate things. So anyway, the final voting is now open and will close on the 14th, which is this coming Saturday. So you've still got a fair few days to look through all of those nominations and pick your faves, and it's going to be really interesting to see what it all comes down to. It's one of those interesting things. I've seen a few people who have been nominated for stuff plugging it and reposting it and asking for the support from people. And me personally, I honestly don't think I am going to go in and do any voting, because it's either I don't know enough about the subject to really pick anybody. I don't want to pick the only person I happen to know, and also there's other ones where it's like, well, I like all of these, and I just don't really like ranking stuff. I'm not a fan of it myself, purely from my own personal perspective. I'm sure it's fine. You go and do your voting, do your thing, vote for your favorites. That's what this is all about. But me in my own head, it's like, oh, but I really like all of these shows. And in some instances, of course, it's like, oh, I've talked to these people, and I don't want to, in my own mind, pit them against each other. So I might just take a step back from these and just see how they all play out. It will be interesting to see who comes out as winners in each category. It is kind of interesting. But just bear in mind that your self-worth isn't based on winning a popularity contest, right? I mean, I'm not trying to discredit what Jay's doing. I think this is a really fun thing. But just remember, let's keep it as fun and not try and slap down anybody else's creations because you just don't happen to like them. Don't slap down other people's shows, other people's VA skills, other people's animating skills, or any of that stuff just because your fave is who you want to win. Okay, it's like I just don't want it to tread into nasty territory because I'm not about that, and I don't want to see that happen. So hopefully it remains lighthearted and fun, and yeah, there's some really awesome stuff in the nominations list, by the way. So I highly recommend checking it out. I will pop a link to this form in the description, as I did with the first wave of nominations as well. So you can go over there, check it out. Maybe pick who you want to win in each category as well, or maybe just look through them. That's what I did. I just looked through who's nominated, and I kind of just did the old head nod a few times. There's some really good stuff in there. It's all good stuff. It's all super creative people. It's all super talented people. Everybody deserves recognition here. So yeah, maybe go check it out if you get time. I don't know when the awards are going to actually happen, but I'll keep an eye out for it. Okay, over to the Adobe drama now. If you recall, last time around, we were talking about Adobe Animate being discontinued and the multiple fires all over the place as people were trying to figure out what that meant and whether that was it. What are we going to do now? And find out other places they could maybe go to animate stuff. Well, Adobe had such a backlash to this decision that they have actually rolled it back. Well, in a sense, they originally said that the wording on the original messaging wasn't great. And you're right, it wasn't, because so many people like Bonnie had to come out and say, no, you're not going to totally lose it. If you already have access to it, you will keep having access to it. You just won't be able to, the things I said in last video, save stuff to the cloud, all this kind of stuff. But Adobe's rocked back anyway. They've rocked even further back on it now, and said that Adobe Animate is going to be moved into maintenance mode. Not going to be discontinued, just maintenance mode, which means no new features, but you will still have access to support. And a few people said, well, there's been no new features in Animate for ages, so that's not really that big of a deal. Maybe that's just what they should have done to begin with. So anyway, it's not exactly panic over, because of course, the threat of it being taken away was very clearly there. So people are still thinking about what that means moving forwards, and whether there is other things to look into, and maybe start soft moving to other animation programs, maybe just start learning the ropes of another one. It's not something you could do super fast and all at once. It takes time. Obviously, if you've used a program for years and years and years, it ain't easy to just hop over to another one. It ain't easy to just hop over, especially if it's a paid one. Obviously, that's a whole bunch of money you have to drop on something else. There's some stuff that's only available on Apple products, and if you've got all non-Apple products, that means investing in a whole different bunch of equipment. Regardless, it's not an easy thing to do. So, I mean, I am glad that Adobe saw the light and the masses of angry people swarming towards them and was like, okay, fine, we'll do maintenance mode. It is funny because AnimationEpic did do a big post about this as well. Hi, everyone. As you may or may not know, the software we've used to create our series for nearly 15 years, Adobe Animate, was announced to be discontinued a couple of days ago. In this case, discontinued meant removing all access to this software and recommending their AI-driven tool called Adobe Express as a replacement. This would not just impact us. Many creators in the OSC, indie animation community, and industry professionals rely on this software every day as their livelihood. After an absolutely massive response to this decision from creators and companies around the world, Adobe has changed their position. Yeah, they got scared. Not very often that happens. Adobe Animate is now in maintenance mode, meaning it will continue to be accessible and available, but it won't be receiving any new features. In reality, the software hasn't received a major update in many years. Obviously, this is a much better outcome, but it's definitely a wake-up call that subscription-based software can be taken away at any moment. Very scary. It's true. Subscription-based content is the most unreliable. If you're interested in the subject, Kerry, Michael, Timothy, and I spoke about this in a new video on Kerry's channel, which is linked in that post there. We understand how important the accessibility of this software is to so many young animators learning the craft, and we hope Adobe does too. I certainly hope that Adobe doesn't come back to this in the near future and say we are actually going to take it away now. But for now, I guess everybody can just hold steady, But definitely at the same time, I guess keep your eyes open for other options. I know that isn't easy, but try and talk amongst your little circles and see what other people use and see if there's anything else you want to try out. Because you just never know, really, do you? You just never know. But anyway, for now, let's turn the panic stations down from like everything's on fire to there's just a little fire in the corner. We shouldn't ignore it, but in imminent risk of burning the house down. All right, let's actually hop into some object show updates now. We've got all of that stuff talked about. I mean, I guess we technically have done object show updates, but like actually channel-specific object show updates. And we did get another little interesting piece of artwork from derpadon. Never end. Interesting. What's the deal there? That's one of the polka dot portals right there, and that's a clock and never end written over the top of them. Curious. It all means something, I'm sure. It's time for the 10. I just feel like it's going to be when I say a big one, I don't just mean long. We already have established that. derpadon's already specified that it is going to be a long episode. But I mean big as in story-wise. And I still haven't watched 1 to 9 again yet. I really recommend that we all do that before 10 comes out, just to get our brains back up to gear. Unless you just remember every single second of every single episode. I'm sure there are people out there that are like that. Fortunately, there's so many things in my head that things keep falling out. I put something new in there, and something else disappears. So I really need to try and stay on top of things by rewatching them. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Anyway, thanks for the update, derpadon. It's a scary one, but thank you anyway. Okay, so as I mentioned in my YouTube post, as well as the fact that I was skipping the weekend episode, I did say I was going to try and pick another show off of my list that I have and watch that. And I did do that. Well, me and Ruby both did that. Of course, I always watch stuff with the kiddo. So Ruby and I did watch something else. There's 2 episodes of it out so far. We watched both. I have gone through both. And it is Fight for Fortune by Silly Lily and friends. I'm not saying Silly Lily did every single aspect of it, but Silly Lily is the creator. And yes, this was a really fun show. I actually really did enjoy the first 2 episodes of this, and we are going to get stuck into them. So I'm going to go right ahead and do my usual thing and say spoiler warning if you have not watched Fight for Fortune yet, or if you just haven't watched episode 2 yet. We will be going over both of those episodes, so if you have not watched either one, or even just the second one, might be a good idea to just go wandering off to the next chapter for now. And then maybe pop back when you have watched Fight for Fortune. Maybe you haven't watched it yet, and hearing me mention it is making you want to go watch it. Maybe go do that then, and then head on back. But if you are either not too fussed about spoilers, or listening to me waffle about shows without watching them, or if you have already watched Fight for Fortune, then grab a seat, let's get ready, let's go over these first 2 episodes, set the scene, set the characters, set all that stuff up. Let's just do it. Okay, so episode 1 is called The Greatest Thing Ever. And we start off with Star, a former star. Well, I mean, star as in movie star. He's still very much an actual star. Definitely very fitting towards the object that he is. Anywho, he's chatting with a lamp, asking if there are any opportunities for him. I mean, clearly trying to claw his way back to fame here after 12 years. That's quite a while out of the limelight. I shouldn't really talk, though, because thinking about it when I was watching the episode, I've been hanging around on this platform for about the same amount of time, believe it or not. Lamp finally relents and says that they do have a project that they forgot about that Star can take on if he wants it. Yeah. This doesn't seem super promising, does it? Let's have a quick peek at this, shall we? Fight for Fortune. Reality show focused on wacky interactions and compelling challenges with viewer participation, all with as little resources as possible so we can use our money on shows that we have far more faith in. Lol. We'll air it at like 6 a.m, so no one will probably see it. If by any chance the show does do well, though, we totally intended that from the start, and are geniuses. Also, get a co-host just in case the washed-up host we choose loses their mind. Yeah, this sounds like a completely fine and fair pitch without any lurking horrors kicking around, is there? Yeah, it seems totally fine. It does track so well, though. I mean, we all know that's how reality show hosts work. Grab someone who hasn't been around in forever, throw them in there, see what happens. So far, so reality show. The star takes the pitch with him and asks his buddy Mike to be the co-host.
Our budget is literally $10 and some lint.
Don't be dramatic.
No, it's in writing right there.
Oh. Well.
But yeah, I'm in. Anything for my best friend.
Okay, name of show, sorted. Host, sorted. Co-host, sorted. Although we'll see how well that thing about them being best friends holds out as the series goes on. Now we need contestants and a prize. You know, the standard stuff that we need for this kind of thing.
Hello everyone, glad you could all make it. For one reason or another, our selective process picked you to compete in this show, meaning you all have the guts and drive to be a winner.
We actually only got you 12 as applicants, lol.
Okay, thanks for that, buddy. Anyway, that winner will win the prize of a winner. A winner's prize, if you will. That winner will be seen as a winner.
We didn't have the budget for a prize, so this is kinda just for exposure.
Okay, nothing is sacred, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's something at least. And Mike's just trying to be straight up from the get-go. Honesty's the best policy, right? Seriously though, Star, just make the prize that snazzy bow tie you're wearing. I'd love one of those. I'd join a contest to win one of those. I mean, I could just go buy myself one, but it'd be much more fun to win one. Anyway, fighting for exposure. Not so much fortune. Time to meet those contestants now, and oh yeah, we have some fun tropes incoming. There's Straw, the girl character who only wants to interact with other girls. Got those pencil from BFDI vibes going on. Icicle, the chaotic toddler who wants to cause as much havoc as possible. And Waterglass, the know-it-all nerd with the glasses, which I would take exception to as a fellow glasses wearer, but honestly, I fall into the know-it-all trap sometimes as well without even realizing it. Before we get the chance to meet anyone outside of those three, though, Star tells everyone to just chill, hang out, get to know each other over some delicious catered food. Well, turns out there isn't any. Remember? The lack of budget. So how about some takeout? Which I guess would also not come out of the budget, because I don't think $10 and some lint would go very far. But anyway, now we can get back to the introductions. Button and Paintbrush meet up at the water cooler.
So, what's up?
Oh, I don't know. Kind of signed up for this on a whim. I've just been bored, I guess.
No, yeah, same. Life is so boring. Everyone sucks, lol.
Well, no, I don't think that. I just really haven't found anything fulfilling.
Yeah, I'll never be fulfilled. I should just die.
Yeah, so Button's the impressionable type, who molds his personality to fit whoever he happens to be talking to, and Paintbrush is only here because he was just kinda bored. That's a valid enough reason, I suppose. I mean, if you've got nothing else to do, try and win a... Oh, I was going to say win a prize, but... Try and win exposure, I guess. Dollar is next up, and here we have the egotistical one, who needs to be the center of attention and feels like they're the most important person in the room. Yep, we always need at least one of those two. Alright, let's get out of here and hang out with someone who's been around for a while. Even longer than Star, I'd guess. Kane, who is giving a lecture on what things were like back in his day. Because there's nothing more fun for young people than to listen to how much better things used to be, right? If I ever start doing that, I give you permission to take me out back and end me. Surprisingly, someone does actually appreciate Kane's wisdom, and that's Dirt, who definitely seems like the amiable, tries to please everyone kind of character. It's not a bad person to try and be, but just remember, Dirt, some people will only ever be out to undermine you. So make sure to watch your back, and speak against people when you need to, okay? Just generally good advice for life in general, that. Icicle then shows up and creates some of that havoc that I mentioned earlier, beating up poor old Kane, which Dirt doesn't take too kindly to.
How dare you treat an elder like that, Icicle? That's just wrong.
Dirt, take a moment to just calm yourself. Icicle made a simple mistake. Isn't that right?
No, I thought it would be funny.
Do you want us to call an ambulance?
For what?
What do you mean?
What were we talking about?
Booyah, booyah.
Stop!
There is no need to yell.
Oh, hi, Quartz. Someone who just wants everyone to chill and relax and not yell at each other, despite whatever chaos may be going on. Again, it's not a bad way to be, but sometimes you just need to, take a step back from the chaos. Straw then sidles on over to Potted Plant and Candy to start trying to form a girl alliance. Pencil, free smart, and gets flustered when she finds out that Potted Plant is a dude, and then tries to exclude him from the conversation. Potted Plant is super chill about everything, though. Nothing seems to faze this guy. I wonder how Straw will react if she ends up with any disgusting boys on her team. If there is even going to be teams in this show. Maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Anyway, we still have someone else to meet. Waterglass is lamenting how ridiculous everyone is being, and we get our first glimpse of Mirror.
Just pathetic. They squabble so unintelligently and for no reason, running up and beating people up. Okay?
I'm just really shy.
I'm really happy for you. Do you get what I mean, though?
I wasn't really listening. I was just lost in my own thoughts.
Wow, you're insufferable.
Yeah, my life is really an emotional roller coaster, isn't it?
Yep. Done with this conversation.
You two were definitely talking about me, I can just tell. Don't worry, I get it. I'm usually the talk of the town.
Yeah, we were actually. 'Cause why would anyone ever want to talk about me?
Ah, the self-styled pity me character who only acts that way for attention. Seemingly, anyway. Mirror, get yourself some self-belief. Stop relying on pity points to get ahead, because it's amazing how many people just do not buy into that stuff. Might be something we see develop as the show goes on. Who knows? But that's enough mingling for now. Time to get things started.
It's time to split you guys up into teams.
Well, Kane, I'd love to work with you.
And we girls gotta stick together.
Yeah, let's go, girls.
Okay, I guess.
I don't want to pair up with any of these chumps.
Nope, shut up, not doing this.
Great. Everyone on this team is better than me.
Correct!
Your positive attitude is heavily appreciated. It'll be great for the team.
I am great for the team, aren't I?
I'm gonna hurt you all.
Guess I get what I deserve.
Are you kidding me?
What's up? We got put together.
Him!
What? Okay, sorry for existing?
Yeah, stop existing.
This is gonna be so fun.
I hate this team.
Hey, team. I just have a feeling we're gonna be a tight-knit group of pals.
I don't think I could have gone the team worse than this.
Well, with that attitude, friend, you're not gonna get anywhere.
If I bother wasting my time stupid to y'all's level of brain dead, I'll only succeed in regressing.
Well, aren't you just peachy?
Now that was a snappy team creation moment. Some interesting matchups here. Can't say that any of these teams are going to be super cohesive, and therein lies the fun. Now, how about team names? Do the teams at least have control over those? Straw certainly seems to hope so, because she already has the best team name ever lined up. But unfortunately, Star says nope to that, and tells everyone that Mike has some awesome team name ideas that are going to be used. Not much contestant control in this game, huh? Mike decides that it would be fun to name the teams after things in the environment around them, or to put it more eloquently, acting stuff. So without going too much into Mike's reasoning behind giving certain names to certain teams, because it's flimsy at best, pathetic at worst, the team of Dollar, Mirror, Quartz and Icicle is the Thespians. Paintbrush, Candy, Button and Straw are now the Dutch Angles. And last, but definitely not least, maybe, Potted Plant, Dirt, Waterglass and Cane are post-production. Okay, we're getting there. We've done the premise, we've done the character introductions, we've announced the non-prize, and made the teams. All that's left now is to bring on the first challenge. Back over to you, Star.
Now that the teams are settled, it's time to finally get you guys competing in a challenge. If you haven't noticed, we're competing on an acting set, and there are tons of materials and tools around here. So we're gonna take advantage of that and create some works of art.
Oh my gosh, I love media!
And specifically, you'll be making an ad for this show, since we don't really have the budget to make anything of quality.
Utilizing your contestants to advertise the show. Pretty slick thinking, Star. There is only so much equipment to go around, though, so it's a fight to get the best stuff. And who better to win a fight than Icicle?
Lock in! Boom, got you, got you, got you. Boom, got you too. This stuff speaks to me.
Yep, we're doomed.
I love that little bundle of mayhem so much, even if he didn't exactly come back with the best thing he could have. Waterglass comes across a camera that seems slightly less broken for his team, and I have a feeling the post-production might have a slight edge over everyone in this one with Waterglass's apparent expertise. That is, until Straw comes charging in and steals the camera. Oh, you menace. Potter Plant, you could use your laid-back vibes to charm Straw into giving that camera back, right?
Hey, Straw. Can you, give back our camera? I know we've had our ups and downs and stuff, but honestly, what you're doing right now is just not cool. You get what I mean? Oh.
Okay, so...
Okay, so we need...
Okay, fine. Figure it out yourselves then.
The aura in here just got, so much greener.
Shouldn't we not alienate Paintbrush? He's our teammate, whether you like it or not, and he doesn't seem that bad.
Oh my gosh. Kinty, are you dissing girl power right now?
We have to kill you now.
Whoa, okay. Didn't say that, but I guess I'm not opposed.
Can we just focus on the task at hand and steer away from the killing me stuff?
I can try.
Yeah, no, I suppose not. And Paintbrush is just not having any of it with Straw. And also, Button, no killing your teammates, please. The exclusion of Paintbrush is something to keep an eye on. Because like Candy said, he's on their team regardless, and you need all the help you can get. Don't want to be playing every challenge with a disadvantage, do you, Straw? Well, maybe she does. Hoping to give up for elimination and getting Paintbrush out could totally be a tactic. Dirt tries to convince Waterglass to let everyone take part in making their team's ad, but Waterglass is way too stubborn and refuses. So Dirt takes some decisive action. Wow. Maybe Dirt wasn't the play nice with everyone type I thought they were. Although technically this is playing nice with the majority, since now Kane and Potter Plant can also take part, while Waterglass laments their spilled H2O. Over to the Thespians now, and Icicle has written a world-class script for his team's ad. It's truly beautiful. It really brings a tear to the eye. We zip forward in time now, like magic, and everyone's ads are done. Interesting side note here that plays into what I said earlier about how long Star and Mike can maintain their status as besties. Mike wants to review the ads together, but Star asks him to get the elimination area ready instead, which leads to some friction. Haven't even made it to the end of the first episode yet, guys. Ah, well. Let's see how these ads went,
Ever hear of Fight for Fortune?
No, girl. OMG. What is that?
That is so funny.
Stop! Just record! Ah!
In Fight for Fortune, contestants battle it out for a prize in a competition where the cast dwindles down.
Like what prize? Fortune?
No, why would you think that?
The name is just a little misleading, is all.
And the dynamics are sure to create lots of drama and funny hijinks.
Awesome! I'll make sure to tune in.
Can I stop the recording?
That's... oh my... Dollar! Wherefore art thou, dollar?
Wherefore art thou, dollar? Courts mirror me!
There he is! The beauty! The grace! Thank you, lowly prop! You've served your purpose!
Wow, that's a first.
Anyway, what was this ad supposed to be for? Oh, yes! Come see me! Dollar, entertain a pathetic group of destitutes and convince them they have a chance at owning the fame which she so utterly deserves and shall receive.
You didn't follow my script!
Look, folk, a feeble soul in the flesh! Pity!
Are you sure you're holding that thing correctly, potted plant?
Yeah, sure.
Action! Action? Kane, get on there.
What's going on? Is this an intervention?
Oh, you have to be kidding. Just stop the recording, potted plant.
Got it.
Where's Sonnet? Oh, we're doing sonnets. Oh, you know, my father was actually a poet himself. Let me recite one of his most infamous works. Shall I compare thee to my heyday? Thou art something or other about a glove and the temperature.
Icicle, beat Kane up.
No one tells me what to do.
No, don't hurt me.
What? Why would I do that?
Well, I mean, I thought...
Icicle has found more positive and healthy ways to cope with their issues. If you're not gonna respect that and still view them in an outdated way, you're the problem.
Okay.
I think Star's reaction to all of this speaks for us all. But I guess we need to know who came last out of all that shambles.
Okay, I don't even know what that was. Yeah, you guys lose. Thespians win, I guess, and Dutch Angels get second.
Angels?
Yeah, sorry about that post-production, but I have to agree with Star on that one. Personally, though, I'd have given the win to the Dutch Angels. The Angles. Because they actually talked about the show way more. But hey, I'm not the host. I'm not the star of this show. I'm the star of this show. I'm not the star of that show. And that's the end of episode 1, with post-production up for elimination. And a super cute credit scene featuring all of the characters as sprites at the end. Oh, it was so fun. And lucky us, we have another episode to go through right now. Episode 2, the baseball episode. This one starts with Star and Mike watching one of Star's old movies, Stariana Jones. This isn't for no reason, of course. It's going to be the setup for the challenge in this episode. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Before that, we have to do the elimination from last episode. And also make fun of how old Star is some more.
I'm still youthful. I got chops. We just gotta rejuvenate this place and bring it to a more iconic era. Then they'll see.
Alright, Gramps, we get it. You're starting to act like Kane.
I'm not old!
Looks like the geezer's cranky.
You know, I'm feeling more and more like Star these days. Or maybe I am more like Kane. No. I'm definitely not there quite yet. Nope. Over with the contestants. Waterglass is refilling himself after his spillage from the previous episode, when Dollar walks past and mocks him for being a loser. Which, of course, Mirror sees as an attack on her. Come on, Mirror, get it together. Positivity. Dollar then offers to take Mirror under his wing as his apprentice, so he can teach her how to be almost as awesome as he is. Probably couldn't hurt to learn to have a bit more self-worth, I guess. Let's just not lean into the arrogance too much, though. Well, hopefully, don't lean too much into the arrogance. Straw and Button then wander over to Candy, who is chatting with Dirt about the last challenge.
Howdy, partners. I'm Dirt. Pleased to meet y'all.
Nope, you're done.
Oh.
Candy, I would love to know why you're not only fraternizing with someone of a different team, but also a non-girl.
What? We're friends. This is...
What are you doing?
Well, that worked to get their attention.
Don't touch my settings, bruh. Oops.
Alright guys, let's start this elimination.
I don't think Candy is at all down to just flat out not being allowed to talk to anyone except for Straw and Button. I also love that moment between Star and Mike, though. They really do have a unique friendship going on there, don't they? I wonder if Mike's regretting agreeing to being the co-host yet. Okay, so it is actually elimination time now, and one of post-production will be saying farewell. This show has a fun little extra part of the voting process, which is that people also get to write a comment explaining why they voted to save who they did. It's kind of cool. I like it. It really helps kind of set the tone about how people feel about certain characters. And after a little snafu from Mike, who forgot to refresh the results page, we find out that there wasn't actually only one vote, there was 1,055. And we get someone's reason for voting to save Potted Plant.
Our first commenter voted for Potted Plant. They said,
I don't know where else to confess this. I did a hit and run last night. I've been hiding out in some guy's basement ever since. I'm terrified, cold, and hungry. Also, I vote Potted Plant because he's nice.
I suppose that's another fun part about getting to leave comments on your votes. You can have your jokes included in the show. I mean, assuming that was a joke. After a couple more comments, Star says it's time to actually see the results because they're running behind, and he tries to blame Mike for that, despite Star not actually providing any itinerary so that Mike can actually keep things on schedule. More friction between the besties. I'm telling you, it's something to keep an eye on. I can imagine Mike doing a me-pad and just getting on up and out of here at some point. Anyway, let's see who is out. Potted Plant is the first one safe, securing 371 votes, and most people digging his chill personality. I get it. I feel the same way. Might not be the most ambitious contestant, or someone you can count on in a tense situation, though. Waterglass is also safe, grabbing 298 votes. I mean, he was the only one who seemed to vaguely have things on track in the first challenge until he was sabotaged. Dirt. A know-it-all? Maybe, but don't count out his smarts. So, Dirt and Kane are the bottom two. But before Mike can reveal who is actually out, someone decides they've had enough.
There is something that I need to say!
Is he proposing?
I am sick of being mistreated and abused by my castmates!
What?
So I'm done! I quit! And one last thing, Star! You are...
Awesome!
Potted Plant, that was our teammate. God, this is horrible.
Well, I mean, he got the fewest votes anyway, so...
Okay, does anyone else want to quit while we're at it?
I quit too.
No, you don't.
Okay.
So, Kane is out of the contest and also out of life. See? This is what happens when you spend your entire existence being angry at everything, friends. It's bad for your health. Anyway, now the elimination's out of the way, Star has to wander off and get the next challenge set up. But he has got a little surprise in store for us. An intro sequence. Woohoo!
3, 2, 1,
I love how the intro is janky as heck to reflect the jankiness of the entire show in general, as Star tries to make something out of nothing with it. It's so good, and it just fits so well. Alright, back to it. Turns out Paintbrush missed everything that happened in the intro because he was about to chill out in the bath before realizing that he should probably be with everyone else. I mean, we've all been there, right? Actually, honestly, that scene totally made me want to run a bath for myself. You know what? I have to do that later. With plenty of bubbles. When Paintbrush finally turns up, he finds his team kinda non-receptive.
Guys, hello?
Straw has made us employ the silent treatment.
Because?
Because
he was a flop last challenge.
That was... Nope, done with this team.
Okay, this is dumb.
Are you gonna say anything?
I thought we were doing the silent treatment.
So how about we listen to me this time so we don't fail horribly?
Sounds good, boss.
What? No, we're not just gonna follow your every command.
The more you guys involve yourselves, the more my IQ lowers. Last week I said y'all. Grubber gods, please forgive me.
Hey guys.
IQ just dropped 20 points from that.
Forget it.
Yeah, looks like Paintbrush is struggling to find a place to be right now. How do you work as part of a team when that team has no respect for you? Well, I guess technically it's only two of the team who weren't talking to him, but that'd be enough to get me to leave too, to be honest. Quartz has also given up trying to stop Icicle from being a menace, so he's back to just beating people up again as a way to motivate the team members. Might be giving that little gremlin a bit too much free rein there, Quartz. let's see how that works out for you. All right, that's enough team bonding. Time to see what the challenge is this episode.
Alright, I'm back. Who missed me?
Me?
So, as you're all aware, I am a bit of a celebrity. You know, like Stariana Jones, Fight Clan, the Starfather? Ringing any bells?
Nope. Well, of course you would have known, Nugent. You missed Star's golden age.
Thank you, Hey!
Well, I only know you because I'm a fan of retro media.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the only famous one here.
I'm not old! Can we cut that whole thing?
The show's live, Star.
No, I know. It's just an inside joke with me and the viewers. You wouldn't get it. Anyway, through my excellent networking, I was able to retrieve the original cave set of Stariana Jones for this challenge. Please, please, please give me the set! I'm nothing without this movie! Each team will enter through a different entrance of the cave, which will then be closed. Your job is to find a way out of the cave, and the last team to have all their members successfully escape will be up for elimination.
See? Told you the Stariana Jones clip at the beginning of the episode was going to play into it. Okay, so, I mean, I only knew that because I've watched the episode more than once, but that's besides the point. These make me feel smart now and again. Also, I love the little joke about the blunder during the challenge description as well. In-jokes. I am all about the in-jokes. After the challenge has been set, we find out that Waterglass is not a fan of enclosed spaces. So this should be a super fun day for him. And the thespians get a flashlight as a prize for winning the last challenge. Inside the cave, Icicle and Dollar dash off into the darkness with no plan whatsoever, while Waterglass takes Dirt's rake and tries to tunnel his way out.
I already knew you were a loon, but this ain't getting us nowhere, pal.
Oops.
That was my great-grandfather's.
It's okay, dude. We can be your new great-grandfathers.
Thanks.
This episode has some amazingly fun lines, and Potted Plant's "We can be your new great-grandfathers" is up there with the best of them. Dude's a legend. Love him. Meanwhile, over with the Dutch Angels, Angles.
Ooh, paintbrush. We find someone else to walk with.
We need all of us to get out to win the challenge. Do you want to lose?
I mean, if it means getting rid of you.
Oh, come on. Paintbrush, I'll walk with you.
If you leave us, you are formally resigning from the position of a fellow feminist and distancing yourself from the strongest group this competition will ever see.
Where's that? I want to join.
It's us, Button.
Come on. You're limiting your opportunities for allyship. I mean, I was talking to Dirt earlier, and they seem nice.
Don't care, stop listening, walking faster now.
Due to how rude every encounter I've had on this show has been, I've officially decided to stop interacting with people.
Oh, whatever. Thank Sugar you're on the team, PB. You're the only other normal person here.
Tell me about it. I meant I've officially decided to stop interacting with people unless I have to.
So Straw really would put her whole team up for elimination just to try and get rid of Paintbrush, I did get that feeling back in the first episode, and confirmation has been, confirmed. But Candy doesn't seem to be totally on board with this. She has been pushing back against Straw a little bit on some of this stuff. Team dynamics is going to be really interesting in this challenge. Straw and Button then run into Icicle, and then they have a bit of a small standoff with each other before Quartz appears along with Dollar and Mirror. Dollar makes a terrible attempt at a pun, which Mirror makes fun of, and Dollar congratulates her on being insulting, but tells her to never use that power on him. Nice try, Mirror. Keep it up, I guess. Quartz then tries to get everyone to stick together now, but of course the other three run off again and come across post-production and decide to try and screw them over to give themselves an advantage. Wonder how they're going to do that. Potted Plant then has a chat with Waterglass, who is still clearly freaking out about being trapped in here.
Hey, bud. I know this is super stressful. Your fears are valid, brochacho. But no, we'll always be there, even if you don't want us to be.
I don't need a pet talk. I was just testing you guys to see how you would do without me. Let's go, posters.
Someone do something, they might actually not lose!
Hey, Waterglass, spell iCup.
What? iCup isn't a word, you dunderhead. How can I spell it?
No, like I, and then cup.
You can't just smush two words together. You're not exactly next in line to revolutionize the English language.
You're not getting it.
Since you embody it, try spelling troglodyte.
I know there's a decimal somewhere in there.
Fool! Your own distraction has now distracted you! We're so behind. I'll have you beheaded for that!
I'd like to see you try. Hold me back. Get off me.
I yield! I yield!
Heh, what a bunch of numbskulls, am I right?
T R U.
Guys, snap out of it.
That was awesome what you did back there, potted plant. Don't think I didn't notice.
Wait, what'd I do? I forgot.
Let's go.
So, you know how I was just saying the potter plant's laid backness might not come in handy for challenges? Yeah, ignore me. That pep talk was just what Waterglass needed, despite what he said. Straw and Button then run into the Thespians at the end of a dark, dead-end tunnel, and after a bit of arguing, Icicle punches the wall and causes a cave-in in the cave.
Yeah!
Ah! Okay, no one else is screaming.
Great. We're lost. What are we to do now?
Give up, I guess. Our teams will probably be last, and we'll just all get eliminated since we suck so much. Especially me.
Ah, there goes Button again, imprinting on whoever he happens to be closest to at any given moment. It's an interesting character trait, that one. I wonder how it's going to affect him and his team in the future. Straw and Dollar then use Button and Mirror as weapons to attack each other with, which is completely normal behavior, obviously, before Quartz sends Icicle to intervene and suggests that they work together to get out. It takes a little bit of convincing, but everyone does agree, which is bad news for post-production, since they're the team who are now left in the cold. I mean, actually, you know, it would be bad news for them if half of the Dutch angles weren't actually somewhere else entirely in the cave as well. Yeah, Candy and Paintbrush are still wandering around together while Candy complains about Straw.
Candy is better than my other teammates, I guess, though I honestly don't understand why she's being so friendly with me specifically.
Oh, look, others.
Oh, look, others! Like, this is what I mean. She talks way too much and for no reason. Does she think I'm blind?
Wow, Paintbrush. Way to not endear yourselves to anyone. I know you've been mistreated by Straw and Button, but let's be honest, he only plays copycat. But this isn't a good look. You have been hard done to. We would feel sorry for you. But acting like a jerk to the one person who seems to be being nice to you, well, it's probably not going to go down too well with the people who are watching. Definitely didn't go down well with me. Candy and Paintbrush then run into Water and Dirt, and they start walking together, and Candy notices that post-production seem to be down a member. Yep, just where the heck is Potted Plant? And of course, Candy pointing this out leads Paintbrush onto another rant.
Would like to just point out that if Candy didn't open her trap, they would have never noticed that and they would have lost. Cool. No, awesome actually. Wait a second. Did she intentionally sabotage us?
Maybe he does have a point. Was Candy just playing all this time? Is she actually on board with Straw's plan to get Paintbrush out? Now my brain's going in a million different directions and I don't know who or what to believe. Me and Paintbrush just both out here being paranoid. Potted Plant, meanwhile, is just wandering, just chilling, in no rush at all to get out of here. Just wants to hang out with the Cobblestone. Oh, hi Cobblestone. What you got there? A 3,000-piece puzzle of the pebbles in the cave? I'm sure Potted Plant has time to do that. Back with the Thespians and half of the Dutch angles now, and Icicle is tunneling everyone out. Or at least tunneling in some kind of direction. This is a bit tedious though, but no worries. Button has a great idea to perk things up.
Let's play 99 bottles of juice in the cave. 99 bottles of juice in the cave. 90 bottles of juice. You take a sip, give it a lick. 98 bottles of
If
juice.
someone out there is listening, please end my life. Not what I meant. Ew, boy!
Oh my god, hey guys! Wanna do a puzzle with me?
Yes.
Puzzles are for dorks!
No.
Oh, it's too bad. Guess we'll just chill here.
Yep, we're leaving.
I don't know, guys. Chillin' sounds pretty chill, doesn't it?
And I'm chill, so it must be true.
Oh, my plastic. Are you guys allergic to winning?
I loved Straw having another pencil moment there when they came across Potted Plant. And wow, a button and icicle easily distracted. At this rate, nobody's going to make it out of this cave. Guess the entire show is going to have to be set in here now. Waterglass, Dirt, Candy and Paintbrush then all appear, and everyone on every team is back together now, but all in a big clump. So, who's going to be the first to find a way out of here? As the teams all head their separate ways again, Dirt asks Waterglass and Potted Plant if they have any ideas.
Now we gotta find a way out of here. Anyone got any ideas?
I got a puzzle.
Cool, but... Potted Plant, you did it!
I hope the thespians lose. I hate them so much. Post-production did it! You guys win!
Yes!
Wow. So Potted Plant's chill demeanor really did help win the day in this challenge. First, the pep talk to Waterglass, and then just chilling with a puzzle that actually solved the way out for them. Don't I just feel super foolish for ragging on him earlier now? Alright, never gonna doubt Potted Plant again, until he undoubtedly somehow majorly messes up in the near future and gets someone else eliminated from his team. Alright, which other team is gonna make it out?
For the thespians!
For me! For feminism!
Or what Straw said!
For the challenge. Hey, why are we doing this instead of just trying to find the exit?
Because you guys suck! Actually, yeah, why aren't we doing that?
Great idea, Dollar. Now Jangles don't go trying to do the same thing and steal my teammate's idea.
What?
Don't question it, let's roll!
Oh crap.
You barbarian!
Oh no. Looks like we're gonna lose. And it'll be all my fault.
Not if you channel your inner ego! Come on, Mirror!
Yeah.
Oh, forget it!
What? Come on!
Called it!
Called you calling it.
And so the thespians stay another day in second place, and the Dutch Angels are up for elimination.
Aw, sorry, PB. You did your best.
Thanks. Oh, I get it now. Candy really thinks she could take advantage of me by pretending to care about how I feel. And she even sabotages just to get one of us out, since we're no longer useful, apparently. I'll give it to her, it's smart, but she should have looked for someone else to try to backstab. I'll be happy with whoever gets eliminated on my team. And yes, that does include myself.
So the thespians survive another day, and the Dutch Angles are up for elimination. I still don't know if Candy was trying to sabotage the team along with Straw to try and get Paintbrush out or not. It's so hard to tell. Someone could have easily run back and helped him, but they all just watched while Dollar ran in, and yeah, I don't know. What will be interesting is seeing who actually does get voted out. Seems to be all set up for Paintbrush to go, because let's be honest, he was painted as a bit of a jerk in this episode. Running late for the challenge, being mean about Candy in the cutaway scenes. Yeah, I guess we'll see in episode 3. Oh, but before that, the post-credit sequence features Waterglass looking through more of the comments he received from the voters.
Waterglass, I voted to save you because I really like your glasses. Something. I wonder what you look like without your glasses.
Interesting. I mean, if they say so. Warning, smoking hottie alert incoming.
Okay, don't care.
But, oh.
Oh, we were robbed! No seeing Waterglasses without his glasses for us today, I suppose. I wonder if they end up teasing that every episode. Like, he nearly takes his glasses off every time and then something stops him from doing so. That would be a pretty fun running joke, actually. Anyway, that's just me. That's just me and what I would do. And that's it for Fight for Fortune for now. Definitely a fun time. Really enjoyed those 2 episodes and the characters and the concept. Yeah, it hit all the right notes for me, for sure. I really did like it. Well done, Lily, all of the team. Super awesome work. Keep it up. You're doing a fantastic job. and I am looking forward to seeing episode 3. Okay, we got another update from Phineas, aka zippedties. Hey chat, I got scene 2 of Teracademia done. Gonna work on scene 3 this week when I have free time, so it should hopefully be done by next week. So yeah, maybe, if I don't take 8 billion naps every day. I feel like the nap counter has gone up a little bit. I feel like that's more naps. I feel like that's more naps than he was having before. But hey, it'll be done when it's done. And if it is next week, I will be sure to check it out. So thanks again, Phineas, for the little update there. Again, please do take care of yourself if you're feeling a bit under the weather or do need to rest up then. I mean, it feels you feel like you're having too many naps. If you need a nap, you need a nap. All right, we got a fun little treat from FusionAnimations as well recently. Well, it was near the end of last week, actually. Object Invasion original footage reanimated. So, Object Invasion has been around for quite a while and has been through a few iterations. Anybody who's hung around Fusion's channel for a while knows this. I didn't, because as we know, at this moment in time, I am still very, very new to the OSC. It's been a year, but that's nothing. A year is nothing. So, excuse me for needing to play a little bit of catch-up here and there. But anyway, there was the version that was on Scratch between January and May 2016 before being cancelled. Object Invasion Reloaded, or Object Invasion 2016, which ran on YouTube between July 2016 and December 2021, before also being cancelled. Before we got the current version of Object Invasion, which is heading into its 8th episode sometime soon, and there'll be a teensy bit more on that later on. But before all of that was Object Invasion original footage back in 2015. A short 2-minute intro episode that served as our first Object Invasion experience. And to celebrate 10 years of it, Fusion gifted us all with a reanimated version. So for anyone who was around when that original episode came out, this is a really neat thing to see. And it really, again, highlights how far Fusion has come since then. Kind of given the same vibes as the Inanimate Insanity remastered episodes we're currently getting for Season 1. And also the first episode of Daily Object Show Remastered that Fusion released last year. And that got me thinking again if we're going to get more of TDOS Remastered or if Fusion's just going to be like Object Invasion focused for now. Either way is fine. I mean, that little TDOS Remaster we got was really fun. But honestly, I like to see the new stuff. So definitely not going to lose any sleep if TDOS Remastered doesn't have any more episodes done. But it would just be kind of a cool thing. It's just kind of cool, like bonus content, you know? But we don't need it. And saying that, I would never say that everyone has to dash off and remake their old work to bring it up to standard. And I know other peeps in the OSC have already ruled out doing this on their own shows. So, you know, my opinion on this is, look, the old shows, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, have their charm. And they just stand as testament to how all of these creators got started. I still enjoy going back to watch them. I know some people say it can be a bit too hard. And some people even say it will be hard to get somebody into one of the shows that has a really janky first season. But you got to take, I don't even want to say the bad. I was going to say you got to take the bad with the good. It's not bad. It just improved. And I enjoy seeing the improvement as I watch the show. But, you know, while I think the Inanimate Insanity Season 1 remaster has been really fun, I wouldn't expect it to be done across the board by everybody, for sure, right? But, yes, this reanimation is really cool. And while the style's been brought up to what we currently see in Object Invasion, the original audio is still here.
That sounds stupid. Ugh, can you stop being so annoying? Just play the game. Fine.
I actually really love that it's the original audio with new animation. It's a nice fun juxtaposition. But the premise of this little episode is a simple one. The contestants are all in a race, and the first two to finish get to be the team captains. There's not tons to say about this episode really from this point on. Suffice to say that OJ and Water win. And my favourite part of the whole thing is how Water ends up coming in second place to secure their team captain spot. It's how they actually get there. It's so good.
Alright, I can do this. So orange juice and water are the two team captains.
I love it. I love it. It's such a fun little joke. I think I would have liked water a lot had this iteration continued. And I should check out Reloaded too at some point to just see how that show was shaping up, because water was in the 2016 object invasion as well. So I should probably go and check that out. Fusion then also saves us a whole bunch of work by putting the episodes side by side within the video. Thank you, Fusion. That's actually really cool of you, because it satiates that nerdy part of my brain that would have done this on my own otherwise. So yeah, you saved me doing that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. A super fun little video diving into those object invasion origins. It's very cool, and it was very much appreciated. Thank you for that, Fusion. It was really fun. It was really cute. And as I mentioned, Object Invasion Episode 8, we did get a little teaser image posted. There we go. Well, this is kind of iPad's mind escape that we saw at the end of Object Invasion 7. So I'm assuming 8 might play into that a lot. I really don't know what the challenge is going to look like. I have no idea how iPad's going to host anything now that he's kind of been invaded. So it's going to be really invaded. Object invasion. What the hell? But yeah, I don't know how this episode's going to play out. It's going to be really intriguing. That's for sure. But for now, this is all we get. And this is like this is a screenshot of the, his internal consciousness, and obviously it's fallen apart, and they're going to be, obviously we're going to find out a lot about iPad's history here. So it could dive into stuff that actually did happen in the 2016 version of the show as well. So geez, maybe I should get around to that quicker than I thought I should. Guess I'll see if I could squeeze the time out for that. I might be wrong, but still worth watching anyway, isn't it? Alright, let's hop over to Jack and Jellyfy now for our weekly dose of BFDIE. And episode 6 did come out on Thursday, as always, as ever, as scheduled. But this is also the reason, before we even start on this, this is also the reason I didn't do an episode on Saturday. Because when Friday rolled around, the only thing I really had, apart from a couple of other updates that weren't full episodes of things, was BFDIE. I'm like, I don't want to do a whole episode of this just to talk about BFDIE. And I know that's going to be the case for the next little while, but that's why I didn't do one. I'm like, well, let's just build a few other things up first so we can talk about a couple of other things. And it also gave me the chance to watch Fight for Fortune. So it was kind of good. I'm glad I sat back on it. Like I say, I do have plans for this weekend as well, so we should be good. BFDIE will be part of it, but I do have a couple of other things too. It's like, I just don't want it to be only BFDIE, It's a fun show, it's great, but I want to make sure we include as much as possible in every episode. So, sorry, just had to kind of lean into that a little bit, because like you say, you could have said, well, Mikey, you could have talked about BFDIE 6. It's like, yeah, I could have, but that would have been it. And I didn't want that to be the only thing. And I don't want to make episodes just for the sake of doing it, as I also said earlier. But sorry, you didn't need to hear all that here for BFDIE 6. But before I do talk about it, of course, I will say, spoiler warning, we're going to talk about BFDIE 6, and if you have not watched it yet, it's been nearly a week. About time you did that, isn't it? Oh, Ashley DeVore too. My favourite again. Sorry. Just popped into my head for some reason. I haven't done that yet. But yes, we are going to be discussing BFDIE 6. There will be a couple of passing references to previous episodes too, so really, if you haven't watched any of it and you're planning to, then it might be worth just hopping on past this part in the video for now. Would always appreciate if you came back to check it out later, though, once you have caught up and watched it. But if you have watched it and you're all good to go, or if you haven't watched it, and again, you just don't really care too much about hearing me talk about it, then let's do it. So episode 6 is called The Exploding Loser Chamber. So I guess we kind of got the premise giveaway straight away there. It's a rejoin episode. Jack and Jellyfy made no secrets about that being the big spin on this one, because they did post about it several times, saying it was a rejoin episode. And our intro sequence lets us know that the eliminated contestants have breached containment.
henchman? Did someone trap you in this picture? I'll get you out.
How long is he gonna do that for? I honestly don't know.
Okay, so I have to say that a lot of peeps who really like that pairing were pretty hyped about that opening scene. I did notice. And I have to say that while I don't think they're a good fit for each other, because let's face it, Ruler's just a flat-out jerk, no matter whether he missed her or not, I'm not going to tell anyone not to go for it, because, I mean, I do get it. Anywho, after that, Sidewalkie informs announcer that the eliminated contestants have all escaped. I already told everyone that. Jeez, catch up, Sidewalkie. And we pan over to Sticker apologising to Beach Ball for eliminating them back in episode 3.
No hard feelings?
Now that's one I can get behind. Sorry, I had to include that because it melted my heart. And for all of the punching my heart usually takes while watching things, it needs a bit of melting now and again. You got to melt it a bit and then punch it back into shape, right? Hot Dog then says that they didn't escape. The tiny loser chamber actually exploded. And after we saw how cramped it was at the end of the last episode, I'm not surprised. Announcer's solution to this? A rejoin challenge. Hooray! So, before we dive into what the challenge actually is, gonna lay my cards out on the table a bit more clearly than in the last episode, when I said that I'd be happy if one of a certain 4 got back in. Well, Beach Ball is top of my list, especially after their reconciliation with Sticker. That was super cute. Then Jammy, so that she can tell Ruler a big old no when he wants it to be his henchman again. Rose after that, because she's got that nice mixture of competitiveness and chill going on. And finally Money, because I just don't think we got enough of a chance to really see her character. Okay, now that my own feelings are out there, announcer has one more announcement. This isn't just a rejoin challenge. Oh no, but someone will be eliminated as well. Oh wow, the stakes have surely been raised. So just how are we going to decide who gets to rejoin and who's going out? Announcer first announces, I've got to stop making that joke, that he's going to split everyone into teams of 2. But when Ruler says that happened last challenge and accuses the announcer of running out of ideas, he cries acid.
Are you running out of ideas?
What?
Ah yes, we do like to see a bit of continuity. We have seen this before.
Are you rejecting my cakes? That makes me want to cry. And I cry acid. What?
Hello there, BFDI, episode 19. Good to see you again. The Ruler pops right back out of his recovery centre, but Beach Ball's centre is stuck behind that one. So Sticker gets to work helping them out of there, and while he's busy with that, announcer wastes no time announcing the teams.
Here are your teams, Fern and Hot Dog.
Nice!
It's not the worst choice.
Toothpaste and Jammy.
Are we still enemies?
Yeah, Needy's my enemy now. She looked at me funny.
Needy and Rose.
You don't have anything to say? She took a vow of silence in protest of being eliminated. What's that going to accomplish? Sounds dumb.
Ruler and Money.
Goody! A new henchman!
Okay, I guess.
Sidewalkie and David.
Oh, seriously?
Sticker and Beach Ball.
Hello? What's going on?
Hold this. Your challenge today is twofold. In 10 minutes, whichever team is holding this chest will have their currently competing contestant taken out of the game, with the eliminated contestant rejoining the game in their place. That's right, you'll be working against your teammate.
What the? I don't want this!
Oh, how quickly my face changed during that scene. From, yay, Beach Ball and Sticker are a team, to, oh no, we're not going to get to keep both of them, in less than a minute. Abject cruelty on the part of the show. And let's get this one straight right away. They are most assuredly playing with us here. They set Beach Ball and Sticker up as super close right from the get-go. One of the first things we saw in BFDIE was the two of them bouncing on a trampoline together. They worked together to win the first challenge. They created an alliance together with Rose. Yeah, this team set up in this episode was super intentional. I mean, maybe it wasn't just to mess with us, it was also for the interestingness of the dynamics of it all, right? It's like, oh, they're besties, and oh, guess what? They're going to have to play against each other. Well, just as Sticker frees Beach Ball from their recovery center, Sidewalkie throws the chest at him. So just how is he going to play this one?
Yo, did I miss something?
Nothing important. Teammate.
Teammate? We're working together?
Yep, just gotta make sure we aren't holding onto this chest before the time runs out, and then we both win.
What are we waiting for? Let's ditch this thing. Let's go hide.
That's just cold, lying to your friend like that.
Oh, be quiet and go chase the chest.
So, this isn't cheating. It's just playing the challenge smart. When you think about it. But it still hurts to see Sticker lead Beach Ball along on a lie like that. And even though we've seen her do it many times, I think there might just be a smidgen of guilt sneaking into things. Maybe just a teensy bit. Meanwhile, Ruler is hiding in a bush, and yanks Money in there too, to tell her what his master plan is for getting Toothpaste out after she murdered him in the last episode. And maybe just also because she's an unpredictable menace who could mess anyone's game up at any point. Probably more because she murdered him, though. Oh yeah, and because Jammy is her teammate. He wants his henchman back. Money is, unsurprisingly, hesitant, because that means that she won't get the chance to rejoin. But Ruler practically begs her not to abandon him after he just lost his last henchman, and Money relents. People really need to stop giving in to this guy. He's not worth the energy or the effort, honestly. Anyway, his plan involves Money waiting until there's 2 minutes left on the timer, and then bringing the chest to him. Presumably so he can give it to Jammy to get her back in the game. Well, not even presumably, just obviously. But that might not even be necessary, because Jammy comes across the chest anyway. Then again, Toothpaste clearly isn't just going to sit back and ignore that. The funny thing is, she seems less concerned about her going out and more concerned with getting Needy out, since that's who her enemy is in this episode. And so, Jammy starts a running, with Toothpaste a chasing right behind her. Sidewalkie's having a pop at David, meanwhile, asking why he isn't trying to get the chest, calling him weird, prodding and poking him, all with no reaction. David seems to just be in a dormant mood in this episode. For now, anyway. Jammy and Toothpaste goes zooming past them, and Jammy crashes into Fern, who grabs the chest without really realizing it, and then gives it right on back. Yeah, Fern doesn't want anything to do with that. Hot Dog then runs over and tries to get past Fern, who tries to block him. This goes about as well as you would expect. Yeah. This is an interesting challenge for sure, with the currently competing contestants trying to get that chest as far away as possible, and the eliminated contestants, who are their teammates, trying to launch themselves at it. Fun little idea, if not super stressful to watch. Rose then pushes the giant flight of stairs from the previous challenge into the path of Jammy, Toothpaste, and Hot Dog, while Needy complains about her not talking. Rose maintains her vow of silence, as the chest holder and the chest chasers run up the stairs and inevitably fall off them, with Needy being shattered and Rose grabbing the chest. Smooth going, Rose, smooth going. Will it last, though? Needy then pops out of her recovery center and has a revelation.
I'm not letting you beat me, Rose! Oh my glass. Is that what caring feels like? This feels great! I feel alive! I'm gonna trying!
Yeah, and while all of that chaos is going on, Beach Ball and Sticker are having a lovely little break and watching the world go by. Sticker still seems a bit unsure about her plan. That is, until everyone comes running along chasing after the chest and Sticker has to take decisive action.
Oh shoot! If Beach Ball sees people chasing after the chest, they'll know I lied to them! Gotta think fast.
What was that? That hurt! Why'd you do that, Sticker?
It, was an accident.
It really looked like you threw it, but I know you'd never lie to me.
Oh, Sticker, how long can you keep this up? And Beach Ball, how long are you going to fall for it? We then get a montage of Fern trying to bulk up so nobody can push him around anymore. Yeah, Fern, go, go, go! You get big and strong and show everyone else how tough you can be.
You won't run me over this time!
Wait for me, guys. I don't get it. I became strong.
Working out once doesn't make you strong, idiot.
Alright. Yeah, that's not how it works at all, is it? Sorry, Fern. You'll get him next time, I'm sure. Oh. Anyway, Jammy still has the chest and Toothpaste is still hot on her heels, so she needs a plan, and fast.
I could just crush you! The biggest and most violent crush I've ever done!
Aha!
3, 2, 1!
It worked! Toothpaste is gone! The chest is mine! Wait, where is the chest? Who stole it?
Stole? Jammy, my dear, the entire point of the challenge is to get rid of the chest. How dumb are you?
Beach ball. Beach ball. The chest. The chest.
You have the chest by the end of the time you rejoin the game, Beach Ball.
I didn't want to get out! I'm sorry!
Okay, first off, 1 on the dark counter for Toothpaste's death. I don't know what it is, but these suffocation deaths really make me squirm and feel super bad. And we've had more than one death like that in this season. Second, oh no, Beach Ball found out. It's understandable why Sticker did what she did, but is he going to realize that friendships are more important? Sometime. Eventually. Preferably sometime before the end of this season. Also, where did the chest go? Oh yeah, Money took it, as per Ruler's master plan. And as Ruler starts to explain that plan, Money interrupts and says that, a thank you would be nice. And it would. But this is Ruler we're talking about.
Henchmen don't get thank yous. Now come on, let's go do the plan. We just have to get to where everyone else is and... Huh?
I'm done.
Yes, you did your job, but we still have the rest of the plan to do.
I'm done being a pushover. I'm done letting people walk all over me. If everyone else is going to be so evil to me, I'm going to be evil to everyone else.
Well, that's stupid.
Stop! No!
Ooh, and we have an evil Money turn. And it's all Ruler's fault. Now, I'd have stuck another 1 on the dark counter here for Ruler's terrified screams. But honestly, I just can't feel bad for the guy. That's 2 characters we've seen change themselves in this episode now, though, with Needy's determination finally showing up, and Money done with being walked on. I like it. It's nice to see character growth. The 10-minute countdown then comes to an end, and seemingly nobody has the chest. Well, I mean, we know who has it at this point, don't we? Yeah, Money is back in the game, and Ruler is out of here in more ways than one. So, it's back to the TLC for everyone else, and apparently announce aboard a new one, which we get to see in the post-credit sequence.
I can't hear you.
What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about?
Why do you keep trying to talk to each other? We're too far apart. It's just annoying.
What?
Alright, definitely no worries about that one being too cramped. And if anyone needs some space to be on their own, they have plenty. What a thoughtful chap that announcer is. So yeah, that was quite the episode. The character development of Needy and Money is the main thing to watch for going forwards, I think. But keep an eye on Sticker too. I'm wondering if she starts having second thoughts about his tactics at some point. Parent Sticker and Beach Ball up in this one did feel mean, but honestly, like I did kind of admit to earlier, it did make sense. because it definitely got a reaction, especially from me, and it also led to a little bit more dynamics and, personality growth. Let's see what this new remaining 6 contestants get up to next time, shall we? Good work, everybody, at J&J again, by the way. BFDIE continues to be a nice, fun, mostly light-hearted season. Like I say, we're starting to get some character development too, though, so it's still got the depth to it, which I'm enjoying. All right, we got a little bit of crossover art for Mooncookie. We had some Pop Tart Pursue and a Bland Object Show crossover art done by Misuk, who makes a Bland Object Show. I'm going to have to check this one out now as well, see how this kind of stuff happens. Yeah, I love this art. It's really good. Thank you for sharing this one, Moon. It's really awesome. And of course, it points people in the direction of another creator to check out, which, I always appreciate. I do. Sometimes it makes me kind of tear a little bit of my hair out because I'm like, oh no, I've got enough things to watch. But at the same time, I can't just sit on what I have now and say that's the be-all, end-all, can I? I've said this before and I'll say it again. I have started digging myself this big object show-shaped hole, and I've got to keep digging it now, haven't I? And that is everything for this episode of Object Show Roundup. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It was really fun to add a new show to the list. As I said, I have things cooking for this weekend's episode already. I also did mention last time, but we'll mention again, that an Object Show interview was recorded last week. Actually, I said it was going to be recorded. It has been recorded since the last time I uploaded an episode. Now I'm just slowly but surely picking away at the editing on that and working with the person I talked with. It's a two-way street. Whenever I do one of these interview videos, and I try and say this to everybody I chat with, they have as much control over this as I do, if not actually a little bit more. It's like, yes, I'm the one who's putting the questions together. It's going to be going up on my channel. But honestly, I want anybody who comes and talks to me to feel super comfortable with the chat and have the right to veto any questions, add any questions they want. So that bit was all done, but now it's a case of just collaborating to make sure that, hey, do you want to put this screenshot in? Do you want to put this clip in? Do you want to include this, that? Do you want this specific thing? Hey, do you want to work on the thumbnail? Because that's been a fun aspect of it so far. The people who have been in interviews have done the thumbnails, and that's really fun because you get to see their style. I haven't actually fully asked this interviewee if that's what they want to do yet. I'm just waiting until the editing's done. But it was really fun. I had such a fun time. It was another absolutely amazing chat. I've talked to some absolutely amazingly fun people since starting this channel up. And channel? Not the channel. The channel's been on for ages. Since starting this show up, I have had some wonderful talks with people. And can't wait to have some more chats as the year goes on. But yes, that interview video should hopefully be up about this time next week. I am aiming for around about the 17th or the 18th. The midweek stuff always tends to land on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It'll be one of those 2 days for sure. So, yeah, keep your eye out for that. And for the weekend episode of OSR. Don't forget to go and pick your favorites in the OSC'rs. If you want to, of course. There's no pressure. Like I said, I probably won't vote in it. But if you want to, feel free, go for it. And that's pretty much everything. So again, thank you all for being here. Whether you were just here for 5 seconds or just here to watch one specific chunk of the video that you're interested in, or whether you stuck it out for the entire thing, I really do appreciate any time you spend here. It means so much to me. Don't forget to make the YouTube algorithms happy by hitting the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Drop a comment below if you want to have a chat. And yeah, that's pretty much all the algorithm stuff. Love and appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves. Keep watching object shows. Keep discovering new object shows and keep on making object shows. The creativity never fails to astound me. And I'll see you this weekend for another OSR episode. Toodaloo!